Hello everyone and welcome. I'm Jennifer.
I'm Esther.
And we're so happy to be back here again today. If you haven't subscribed, please hit the subscribe button and remember to hit the notification bell. Also remember to follow us on Instagram. What's our handle?
Esther and Jenny _.
All right. So today we're going to go into another video. I know these days we've been bringing you serious videos, but this is actually what we created the channel for. We want to share with you how we are the people that we are and the things that make us who we are. So I hope you don't mind if you see me looking down. It's because I'm reading from a list, right? So what is the topic for today?
It's about ideas for unemployed people wherever you are.
I know unemployed sounds bad, but it's not as bad as you think. It's actually a good thing. It's a time to rest, right? So these are just things that you need to do while you are preparing for the next step you want to take in life. And it's always good to keep your mind occupied with positive things. Because positivity is good and positivity is great. Yeah. So we're going to jump quickly into the video. The first thing that you should do is check your mindset. The mind is so important. I think even in the Bible it says, out of the abundance of the heart, the mouth what?
Speaks.
The mouth what?
Speaks.
The mouth what?
Speaks.
All right. So your heart, your mindset, though, it affects the way you look at the world. It affects your outlook on life. A lot of the times people look at things and then they tend to see the glass as half full or half empty. So your mind should be in check. You may be bothered about the fact that I don't have this or I don't have that. Have you looked at the things that you do have? What is in your hands? That sort of mentality is very important when you are in this stage of your life. What's the next thing?
Okay, the next thing, in which is also kind of related to checking your mindset, is about understanding who you really are, getting clear on that and what you really believe in. Okay, this has to do with identifying you, not who you think you've been. Okay, sometimes we think we are something or we are someone when we really are not. Okay, so this is about getting real with yourself, getting clear on who you are and what you really believe in, because that's going to help you to relate with life in general. Okay, and there's more on that in one of the other videos we posted. You can check.
Yeah, we'll put the link
in the bio. Yeah.
Yes. All right. So, and just to add to what Esther has said, the final thing that you need to keep in check is that you need to know your values. What do you value as a person, right? You are having a relationship with yourself right now because you aren't busy. You are technically resting in this period. So you need to be clear about what values you have. Are you a person of integrity? Do you hate lying? Are you whatever it is that you think it is that you are or you aren't? You need to know those things. You need to know yourself. And as Esther said, go back to that video about embracing who you are. It will really help you put these things down, a step-by-step process on how to know who you are, what you value, and maybe in a way predict where you're going to go with your life. So yes, when we have these three things down, we can then actually go ahead to do things to keep ourselves busy. So what's the first thing that we can do, Esther?
Okay, the first thing that you should really consider is to develop yourself. Self-development. It can never be overrated. It is highly underrated, in fact. Yeah. You need to sit down and tell yourself, what are skills I need to acquire? What are classes or courses I need to take to make me a better person? Basically, adding knowledge to yourself. Okay, there are lots of soft skill trainings online, most of which are even free, and there are lots of courses. You have different sites that offer courses free just to add to your knowledge, or if you want, learn a skill somewhere to help you, soft, hard, whatever kind of skill, but basically make sure that you're improving on yourself.
Yeah. And you should also talk about that thing about desperation.
Yeah, And in the process of developing yourself, part of the things you need to learn is to not be too desperate. Okay, sometimes people are looking for jobs, and they are just salesman alert, papa, they apply. Executive assistant alert, papa, they are there. It's not every job alert you see you have to apply for. Okay, if you have properly checked yourself, checked your mindset, developed yourself, and gotten clear on what your values are, who you really are, it will help you to even know the right job to pick.
Yeah,
so it streamlines your choices about what job you want to do. Okay, so basically you need to improve on yourself.
Yes. And then the next thing that you can do during this waiting time is become a volunteer, or you can intern in an organization. So, for example, while I was in uni, I still volunteer with Indigitus. Indigitus.org is a digital missions NGO or organization, not an NGO. It's an organization that helps carry out digital missionary. So if you have any skill that you think you can offer, all you have to do is visit www.indigitus.org and you can become a part of the community. As a matter of fact, I also lead the Lagos Hub, so you can oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah, indigitus.org. You should volunteer. It's a fun place to be.
Yeah.
Just come as you are. Whatever skills and talents you have, it allows you to use it
for God. Yeah. And then you get to meet a lot of interesting people from all over the world.
That was how I met her.
Okay. So yeah, we actually did meet via Indigitus, and at that time, Esther used to be in Zaria.
Yeah.
And now she's in Lagos. I dragged her to Lagos. I kidnapped her. Okay, so yes, and in Indigitus, there are so many other organizations that you can be a part of. There's Toastmasters. There's so many that you can just be a part of, which will help you develop yourself
and give you some exposure to.
Exactly, and you get to have a network. You build a network that you can get a job.
Yeah.
Fun fact: I have never gotten a job via application in my life. All the jobs I have gotten were via recommendations and networks. So it's about the people you meet and all that. So great to get out there.
Yeah. Okay, so the next thing that you can do while you're waiting for a job is to freelance. Okay, there are lots of services you can render as a person that doesn't have to be streamlined. There's a particular job. When you're working, you don't have the chance to do whatever you like anymore because there's a job, what they call that thing, job description that you have to follow all of the time. Okay. Or when you're freelancing, you can choose to do this today, drop that tomorrow, basically just offering services to people and getting paid for those particular services. So that's something else you can try.
Yeah, and then you grow at the same time in that skill.
Yeah.
And then the next thing that you can do is you can start
a blog,
a blog, a podcast. So this thing we're doing right now on YouTube, although there are so many other platforms that you can use. So if you want to have a podcast, you can use Anchor. If you want to start a blog, you can use WordPress or Medium. Start something. You have something to say. We never believed we had something to say.
Yeah.
But there are people subscribing to this channel. I don't know why. But
you are amazing, those of you who have.
Thank you for subscribing. But it shows that there is something about you, about your story that is unique, and people want to hear that. And people want to be encouraged by those things. So start something today. You don't need to have the greatest video phones or cameras or audio or whatever. Just start writing. Your grammar must not be absolutely correct. You can write in pidgin English. I mean, there's BBC Pidgin, for crying out loud. So yeah, just start something. Start building yourself, build your brand.
Yeah, so another thing you can do while you're eating and getting fat at home is to try to stay fit.
Yeah, and the pandemic doesn't help.
Yeah, lots of companies are even moving work online or working from home. So while you're at home, what can you do in the meantime? You need to keep fit. Begin to exercise. Walk short distances, walk long distances, anything to keep fit. Or if you have money, you can register in a gym and use all the equipment they have there, work your biceps and your forceps and everything you want to work. Okay, but keep fit. Make sure you are fit. Okay, so that's another thing you can do.
Yeah, and we were just talking about going to do lawn tennis or
Badminton, any sport you like, you can get involved. Football, dancing is a sport. Okay, but basically just make sure you're keeping fit.
Yes, it's very, very important. And then I think to round it all up is the fact that you have to be optimistic. My mom will always say, take one day at a time. Yeah? You have to be optimistic in the fact that things will get better. You just need to have that unwavering belief that life is going to get better for you. What you see today is, how do they say, the Egyptians you see today, you see them no more. So, yeah, you have to be optimistic. Have hope in the future. There are things that my mentor also will tell you, if you just stay alive enough, the problems will pass. Some people, when problems happen, they want to die inside that problem. Hey yo. But if you manage to take it one minute, 1 second, 1 hour, it is going to pass and you will come out flying. So this period of time of wait, or whatever kind of waiting you're waiting for, whether you're waiting for that, so whatever you're waiting for, it will happen, right? It will come to pass. Just be optimistic and read about the law of attraction. Believe that you have it and everything is going to be perfectly fine.
Yeah, just to add, they say bad energy
stay far away.
Exactly, that is what it means to be optimistic. Make sure that you're not paying too much attention to negative things, because before you know it, that's what occupies your mind. Okay, so be positive all of the time. Even when you see that mail, we are sorry to, or we regret to inform you. Okay, just take it with all the positivity you can find. It simply means that wasn't for me. Okay, so be positive all of the time.
Yeah, and one last thing, sorry.
Yeah,
you have to watch the content that you ingest, because no matter how positive you are, if you keep seeing content on social media, on TV, or you listen to radio, and
500 million jobs destroyed.
Whatever, it is just hard. Your unconscious absorbs bad news.
Yeah.
By default, humans, we always
any
see the
kind
bad.
Of news.
We always see the bad. That's why it's so difficult. You have to make that conscious effort to be positive. So be careful about the things you hear, you listen to, the content you consume. Very important for your mind. Protect your mind. Guard your heart. We will put the Bible verse somewhere.
Guard your heart with all diligence, for out of it are the issues of life.
Oh,
yeah, like she said, we'll post the scripture there for you.
Yeah,
so we hope you enjoyed this video. We hope that it makes sense. We hope that it helps you. If it does, please feel free to share with your friends who are probably unemployed. You might have a job, so the video may not really be of help to you at the moment, but you know your friends who are unemployed. Share with them, subscribe to this channel, and expect to see more from us, ideas to help you enjoy your life. See you next time.